I have had in my possession the HoloLens as a work tool for the last, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. I don't know. I've had it for a while, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to develop for it over the course of those last couple months. And so I've got a lot that I can talk about in terms of development, in terms of questions I could answer. So if any of you have anything that you would like to ask or whatever, go to the YouTube page and you can put the questions in the chat, and I will refer to the chat and answer any questions. We also have I have a Vive. We can put the Vive and we can put the Rift. We can stream some stuff. So these are all things that are going to be happening here. Sure, I'm just, like I said, I'm just giving everybody an opportunity to get logged in here and signed up, ready to watch. While we're doing that, I am going to switch over and see if I can do some capturing here. So give me just a moment while I attempt to connect to the camera on the front of the HoloLens here. So what I'm going to be doing, hopefully, see if I can get this. No, I want this one. We'll get there, I promise. There we go. Entire window. Okay. So what you should be seeing here is my actual view from the HoloLens. I'm going to have to be strategic about this here. So I'm going to minimize this. Okay. So you may actually be getting some feedback here. Let me do this a little differently here. Okay. So now what you're getting, okay, let's do this now. All right. So now we are in my VR dungeon, and you are looking out from my HoloLens camera. So there's a little bit of a delay, you'll notice, between what I do and what the actual this is called mixed reality capture. Mixed reality capture is going to allow me to show you what I'm doing in real life, plus being able to see. Oh, I left the store open. Let's close that. So anyway, you can see my room from my point of view. And then we're going to do some things. So this is from the HoloLens. Unfortunately, I don't have a separate screen, so I just want to show you real basically here what I'm able to see and then how this is going to work. So the little bit of delay that's going to exist from me looking at things and then you actually seeing what I see here in the field of view. And then, just to give you an example of the menu, I'm going to do the bloom, which, again, a lot of people do this, like you gotta actually make it. No, you just gotta hold your hands together and then open them. And that gives you the menu. And then the menu actually will move around and stay in your field of view. And so this is the Windows Start menu, and then I can go in and put holograms on the walls, and can go in and play some different games. We've got some different programs that we're going to try. So I just want to make sure that we are in good shape here before we get started, and that we've given everybody an opportunity to actually join us. So let's go back and see where we're at in terms of getting everybody on board here. Okay, so I am back to full screen here. Let's see how we got going on. Magic Leap video released always looks a little shaky. Does HoloLens do a better job of looking solid? I think so. I'm pretty sure that I'm satisfied with it. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me see here if we've got anybody else who might possibly want to come and check us out. Let's do this. I haven't done this in a while. I'm going to put it on Reddit, because you never know and we'll go submit, and we'll add some this link has already been submitted. Some flare, some video. Okay. All right, so now we've got that going on. So, yeah, I have to add the Reddits, because then it brings the people in, you know? I mean, the fun people, you know, that come in and give good comments and stuff. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play all sorts of stuff. So we're going to play some Robo Raid. I know you guys have probably know that name as not Robo Raid, but actually Bob. Let's see. Does it give you the option to resize the window or font size? Now you just walk right up to it. I'll show you once we dig into it. I'll show you how it all works. The problem here is that I don't have multiple monitors in my room, and so I'm going to have to hope that the stream is going well as when I'm wearing this. And so we'll just... actually, I wonder if I could get it really small. Let me try that. Let me switch scenes. Okay. I'm going to make it really teeny tiny. And then mixed reality capture. Okay, well, let me just... I can just make myself a little bigger. There we go. That actually works out really well for me, and hopefully for you guys as well. Okay, so what we were doing here is we'll give you a little bit of inception. No, we kept the hair, guys. So what we have here, we'll talk about that a little bit. So. The thing with the hair was I was going to cut. The rule was I wasn't allowed to cut my hair until after the Rift, Oculus Rift RC1 came out. It was in my hands, my own personal one, and I have that now. It's right here. But I wasn't allowed to cut my hair until then. It didn't mean that I would absolutely cut my hair. It just meant that I wasn't going to cut my hair until then. And so that's kind of the rule, is that I wouldn't cut my hair until then. And so now that I've had it for a while, I'm kind of digging it. I like the hair. So hopefully that answers your question. Uh, so we're kind of digging it. Let's see here. So what we're in right now, I can show you guys something a little fun. Is I'm actually in what they call the Webby, which is the web interface for the HoloLens. And so the HoloLens has a specific name and version number and all that mumbo jumbo, and we can put in whatever we need to in terms of IPD, give the name, do different things like shut it down, restart it, check the temperature. We can also do, and this is what I really think is kind of cool, is we can actually see a 3D view. Now, this is a little probably choppy because of the fact that I am streaming. And so what you're seeing here is normally not that choppy when it's by itself. But the room itself, I can actually, and let me zoom in a little bit. I can do a surface reconstruction, and it actually has scanned my room numerous times to the point where it knows everything in my room pretty much perfectly, enough that it can scan. So you can actually see each individual piece of my room. Now notice that there is, the controls are really wonky though. Notice there's these holes. Well, these holes are having to do with reflective surfaces. So I actually have posters behind me, and that's where those reflective surfaces are causing that to occur. And again, you can see the outline of the doors and the black surface of the bookshelves next to my desk, and then obviously you can see me, and as I move around, it's updated. God, it's really slow with this on. So anyway, you're getting the idea now of how that works. I'm gonna pull you guys over here so I can look at the chat if I wanted to. Yeah, that's not really working out all that well, is it? So we'll just stick with this. All right. So anyway, you're seeing the idea that I can, look at my room and see it from all different angles, and I can stream it, I can scan it, I can, I can do stuff with it. I can save this out. If I wanted this as an FBX, I could save it out and I could do stuff with it. It's pretty cool though, because you get a really good idea of how big and exactly how square the room is that I'm doing all my VR stuff in. So it's kind of neat. I dig it. It's pretty cool. So then we have some other things that we can do here. So we can actually do some performance tracing, where we can actually just test to see how good the machine is doing, and then it'll download this information. Not a big fan of that so much as the actual system performance log. So what this is doing is this is actually checking the system, the system on chip power, the system power, frame rate. You can see that it's a steady 60, hopefully. CPU is fluctuating up and down, just, little tiny bits of usage, probably just because of, me moving around and whatnot. And then the GPU, and then I/O networking, memory usage. It's got 2 gigabytes of memory. So, obviously the operating system is going to use an amount, and then whatever's left. Okay, we can go in and we can turn on and off apps. So I actually was playing around with Skype earlier. I'm going to turn that off. Just kill it. You want to close Skype? Yes. I can install apps here, or I can remove apps. I can delete them out of the system, all from this web interface. I can go into what's called kiosk mode, where I can say, okay, I want you to start up and only run one of these apps, and don't ever allow the bloom, which will allow you to get into other things. You do some virtual input, so a keyboard, which is kind of cool. Networking is kind of boring, unless you need to get some IP address info or something like that. Simulation, I have not done a whole lot with that. logging. It does help to pull these logs every once in a while. I personally haven't played a whole lot with them, but it's there. And then mixed reality capture, MRC, which we're going to be using this quite a bit. And so what this does is gives us the ability to record straight from this camera here, and or we can do some other things. So let's see. So what I should be doing is I should actually be watching the chat on my phone. See, that gives me the ability to do the chat. So that's smart. Let's turn that off. So anyway, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot with the MRC today, because this is going to be our ability for me to show you what I see, and you'll be able to see the holograms and my field of view, and you'll be able to see me moving around my room, and I'll try to like stay in that one area so that way you can get a better idea of what's going on here. All right, where is my tweet? All right, do we have, we got a few people now watching. Theater mode puts the chat below but becomes too small, and there's space on the side for that chat. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? I wish that there was an easy way to do all of this, but unfortunately, without having multiple computers or multiple devices, it can be a struggle. So let's just keep winging it. I think we're doing okay here, guys. Just hold your chat until I come back to talk to you. You know, just like the old Bruce streams. You know, watch, have a good time watching, and then we'll come back. So okay, we're gonna go back into live preview, and I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit to 480p to make it a little bit easier on the processing here. So what you're going to notice, hopefully, yeah, okay. So what you're going to notice is that there's a little bit of a delay. So if I put my hand out in front of me, I see it here quicker than you will see it. So there's a bit of a delay, which is unfortunate, but it's the best thing that we can do right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all do a bloom and bring up the Windows interface. And so the Windows interface is here, and Bob, you know, the Windows interface itself is just a couple buttons. So it's just like the start screen. So you're not really clamping it, nor can you get closer or further away from it, because right now it's actually going away from me, and then it's coming back. So we're just going to leave that be. But watch what I can do. If I turn over here, I've got this nice black wall. I'm going to go into holograms, and I'm going to put the hologram box right here, up in the upper left-hand corner of my window here, and then I'm going to put some holograms around my room. So let's just take, first of all, the Earth and Moon, and we will put them, we'll put them there, and we'll just make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Hide the menu. The menu's annoying. All right, so now I've got the Earth and Moon right above my desk, and I actually can rotate it. Put the Moon, put the U.S. in front there. Okay. Now we'll look back over here, and we'll get another hologram. Let's take the space shuttle, and we'll put the space shuttle let's see. Let's bring it. We'll put the space shuttle. Nope, I'm in the wrong. See, the problem is that they overlap. Now I'm stuck. So the space shuttle is going to have to stay there because the Earth is actually now in the way. If I move, what happened? Did I delete it? Okay, well, it's annoying. Whoa, that's a huge space shuttle. Okay, don't want a big, huge space shuttle. So just so you guys know, in terms of the field of view, I am intentionally right now looking at so what you see on the screen right now is a full-on space shuttle. But I am just barely, I've made this thing just big enough that I'm just barely clipping the nose and the very tip of the back fin off in my field of view. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you're seeing. What I'm seeing is just a little tiny bit. That box is just barely there. So let's remove that. I want to go in and get one of the fun holograms here before we get into the good stuff. So let's get a ballerina, because I've always wanted to be a ballerina. So I'm going to okay, where's her? Where did your box go? Ha! That's what she said. Okay, so now I've got this really creepy ballerina person that I can maybe make dance. Oh, I can't get far enough away. Huh. Okay, maybe I can do it from here. Ah, there we go. Whoa, she's dancing. Do 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 do. Okay, this is only kind of creepy. But I have to admit, I mean, the hologram itself is pretty spectacular. Okay, goodbye. So anywho, what you've experienced there is a real full-blown hologram that was scanned at Microsoft. I actually saw the stage that they scanned it with, and it was pretty cool. Pretty neat little setup that they've got there. Kind of hard to drink coffee with a HoloLens on. Kind of hard to drink anything with any of these headsets on, to be honest. Okay, what's next? Well, I think before we go any further, I want to check up with everyone and see how we're doing. And let me switch over to full screen mode. Okay, so where are we? How are we doing? How's everything looking? Are we having a good time? Are we having... Yeah. Now, the field of view, I think, is a little bit more than 40. It's really hard to explain, honestly, what the exact field of view is. But I would say it's bigger than 40, maybe 45. Yeah. All right. So, how are we doing? I mean, do we have any specific questions so far? Comments, regurgitations of any way, shape, or form? Anything that I can, touch on? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Well, anyway, we've got some people strolling in to come watch, which is cool. One thing I have noticed is that with the YouTube stream, there's a little bit of a delay. Is there lag on the HoloLens? Not really. I mean, there's... Well, we're going to play some games here, and you guys are going to be able to see it, and hopefully be able to experience what I'm going to be experiencing. And I'm going to have to probably, let's see, turn the camera a bit to give you guys more room to look. Okay. So, all right. What kind of input can it accept? You can hook up, we've hooked up Bluetooth devices to it. You can hook like a keyboard or a mouse. A clicker comes with the dev kit. Mine didn't because mine's pre-dev kit. Yeah, so well, the latency, the latency. Keep in mind that you're seeing latency because I'm streaming. So you're seeing latency of the stream coming. This is connected Wi-Fi to the computer, and then that's the stream you're seeing. So there is going to be noticeable lag there. We're going to start this back up, and we're going to do what is called Robo Raid. Robo Raid is... used to be called Project X-Ray, and so we're going to be playing some Robo Raid here. We're going to go in to our menu and choose Robo Raid. Okay, so you guys should be seeing this here. This game involves movement. Please be aware of your surroundings. Notice the planet and stuff in the background of the logo. I always thought that was kind of cool. Oh snap. Robo Raid. Tap to place. Robo Raid needs to scan your environment. Walk around and look at your walls to scan them. Okay. Ready to start? Well, okay then. All right, hopefully everything will stay within the confines of what you can see in the camera. Okay. I hope you guys can see enough of me. All right, here we go. Whoa! Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What? Yeah. Well, oh, gah! Uh-oh. They're going to be here any second. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, snap! I'm good. Shoot holes in my wall. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Aerial attack. Ariel, what did I do to you, Ariel? Die, bitch. What you know about that, Molly? Well, you know what the problem is? I'm too good at this game. What? That's right. Change tactics. Oh no. Not my. Oh, not. Oh. Whoa. Thank you. Uh-oh. There you go. Whoa. Gotcha. Whoa. There we go. Thank you. I rock. Huh? Where? Where? Ah, they're coming through the door. Oh, shit. Whoa. Ah, these guys again. Where are you, you little shit? There you go. Where are you? Whoa! Where you at? Gotcha. X-ray. Booyah. What you know about that? Yeah. Okay, well good. I think that's all of them. What? Big. What? What? What is this? Holy moly. Who are you? Oh, yeah. What you know about that? Yeah. Woo. Next level. Ah, it's all good, though. It's all good. That was good. Okay. So, whew, man. Oh, what happened? Did it crash on us? Oh, man. That's good. Here, let's switch back over to full screen here. So, yeah, what's going on? Let me get out of. There we go. Woo, man, that was good. So, let's see. What are we missing here? Looks like running lighthouse base station in the corner. I guess HoloLens can cope. Yes, that is correct. I did blow a hole right through my ringwall's face. I am fat. Yes, thank you for noticing that. You're very astute in noticing that. And you're gonna beat the shit out of me. Hey, cool. Come on over, buddy. We'll talk. So it looks like you are causing problems. So we will get rid of you if we can do that. So anyway, cool stuff. Yes. Yes, it's very cool stuff. Oh, the stream crashed. Yeah. Oh, so you guys didn't see that last little bit. Okay, well, sorry, guys. We can play some other stuff though. I mean, are you guys liking the HoloLens, or do you want me to switch over and play something else? 27 by 40. Yes, that is the poster that I've got there. How opaque are the holograms against bright backgrounds? They are pretty solid. Like pretty solid. I would say that you can still see behind, but if you're not looking for it, you don't notice it. I mean, it's pretty solid. I would say that they're solid enough. I'm satisfied with them. I mean, it's light. It's made of light, so it's never going to be perfectly solid. I mean, that's not. There's no way in the world it's going to be perfectly solid. Let me check and see what my battery life is. All right, so 85%. What else do I have? I've got HoloTour, which is pretty trippy. We can do that. I've got Anatomy, something called Young Conquer, which is kind of fun, but I had problems streaming that at one point. So the Anatomy one, we can try that. I think that's the one that they demoed on the... Yeah. So, could I lean over upside down without it falling off? If I tightened it all the way tight... that's yeah. I mean, it's kind of uncomfortable, but yeah, I guess technically I could. Yeah, I don't know if that's far enough for you. Anyway, so there we go. I'm going to switch back, and we're going to do some more mixed reality capture. So we'll go back in and do more of this. And so let's get rid of that. Switch to this scene. All right, so we're going to do this again. We're going to try to do this Holo Anatomy, which is one that I downloaded it, but I have not played it yet. So we're going to try that one next. And actually, I'm going to dig in here and get last little bit of my cold coffee. Okay, so let's see, Holo Anatomy, and we'll just, oh, you know what, that's still there. Okay, I guess this is going to go ahead and start. So, well, hello.
Centuries of dissection and 2D illustrations to a 3D systems level view at true human scale. Look around. Do you see a green disc? This is your cursor which follows your gaze. Look at a point in an open area of your room where you would like to center your scene. Air tap while looking directly at that point to place the scene there.
I did so. Oh shit. Oh, it's way up there. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, it's way up there still. Okay, let's try this again. That's unfortunate. Okay. It wasn't really specific. Okay. So this time we're going to stick it here on the floor. It wasn't very specific about where it should be. Okay. All right, see, this time I put it on the floor. So this makes more sense to put it on the floor in the corner.
To fully grasp the connections between basic anatomical structures and organs, three-dimensional holographic models can dramatically change the way we learn and the way we teach. When our full holographic medical anatomy module is developed, a virtual narrator like me can guide you through it.
I hope you guys are actually hearing more, not just me, but I hope that you're hearing. If you guys aren't hearing the actual game, that kind of sucks. So put a comment if you're not hearing the headset. Yeah, if you're not hearing the headset audio, I'm thinking that you probably aren't. We might have to change some things here. Let me see if I can. Because I'm hearing it, but I don't know if you're hearing it. Let's try that. Okay. All right. Where are we here? Oh. A giant ding dong. Okay, so hopefully you guys will see what I see now. Do you see it? Okay, next. 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 Say next to continue. I'm saying next. It's not working. All right, well, that's a new one, and I wasn't even sure it was working anyway. So let's do something else. Let's do... let's see what HoloTour works. Let's see if that one works. Hopefully you get the audio this time. We're gonna test and see. Because without the audio, it kind of sucks. You don't get the whole full experience. Oh, air tap or say select to initiate room scan and proceed. See, I don't think you're getting the audio. Let's test. Let's find out, guys. All right, let's stop this. All right, so you're not hearing the HoloLens audio. Okay, that was my fear, is that you weren't hearing the HoloLens audio. I don't want you to pick up my mic from the HoloLens, because that would be, well, I guess that would be okay. So let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to go back into full screen here and see if I can figure this out. So yeah, the delay, obviously there's a it sucks because there's a delay for YouTube. YouTube's got a delay of about 30 seconds. And then the HoloLens scan has a delay as well. So let's see. App audio. So that's right. And then what is that? Are you guys hearing that? You shouldn't be hearing that. What is my default audio? Oh, jeez. Well, that could be the problem. Yeah, there's like 800 different. This is very, very annoying. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where now I've got 14 different audio outputs and none of them are working. And let's see. So that's not right. How can it have audio coming out? Are those things still plugged in? No, that's not even plugged in. So I've got like 300 different audio devices, which is fun. You guys talking about the 6 cents booth? Yeah, you know, I only kind of feel bad about that. You know, I mean, it is what it is, right? They have their they're allowed to do their thing, you know. I mean, that's what is that? Why do I not hear that? We'll get this working, I promise. Why do I not hear that? No, I don't hear that. We'll get this working, I promise. Ah, I hear that. Why do I not hear that? Let's set that as the default device. There we go. Are you guys hearing that? I don't think you are. Let's try this. Ah, there we go. Well, that's very cool. So you guys can actually, you should be able to have heard that little bloom. All right, so let's see if we can record some more HoloLens stuff. All right, let's try this again, folks, shall we? And hopefully you'll actually hear the audio this time. Oh, no, I guess it helps if I'm... So what do you say? Can you hear it now? Audio from the... I don't think you can. Think you can hear it now. Oh, good. That's what you need to hear, is some music. Hold on, I want to make sure that after this change, it still works. You guys hear music? Good. Awesome. All right, here we go then. Beautiful. Don't you love it? All the wonders of technology. All the beautiful things that we have to deal with. I love it. See if I can make myself a little bit smaller to give you guys more screen to look at. Beautiful. All right. Let's do some stuff. All right. HoloTour has defined the height in which the projections will occur. Now we'll just proceed. Okay. Whoa.
Welcome back to HoloTour.
Start.
Where would you like to go?
Well, Rome sounds like fun. Let's do a new tour of Rome.
Look at this painting I brought. It's the Piazza Navona, a place where Roman artists have gathered for centuries. Ciao is how you say hi in Italian.
Ciao.
Go ahead, give it a try.
I would not
Perfect.
fit right in.
You'd fit right in. In fact, rather than just staring at this painting,
Let's do that.
let's go see Rome in real life.
What?
Feast your eyes. We're actually standing in Piazza Navona in Rome, a city that's been home to emperors and artists, popes and gladiators, and, as you can see, lots and lots of tourists. So, where should I begin? Well, when it comes to Rome, you quickly realize that stunning relics of the past are everywhere. Believe it or not, we're standing above the site of an ancient Roman stadium. To your left is a cool poster. Have a look. Yeah, there it is. That's a photo of this piazza taken from above. Now, I'm going to draw the footprint of the ancient stadium over it. See how the piazza still follows the same shape of the racetrack? The layers of the Eternal City go deep.
Deep.
Let me show you just how deep.
Whoa, what happened?
Watch
What's
this.
going on?
Down there is where the Stadium of Domitian stood, 20 feet below us. At the peak of the Roman Empire, they hosted spectacular sporting events here. After Rome fell, the population plummeted from 1 million people to less than 20,000 during medieval times. Over the centuries, places like this got filled in with dirt and rubble. I've got to get rid of this hole before we lose a tourist.
Girl? How you doing?
Go ahead and look around. I'll point out a few of the highlights.
Ah. Fountain of the Moor.
Over there is the Fountain of the Moor, one of Rome's 2,000 fountains. You're looking at the Pamphili Palace, home of the Brazilian embassy.
Tell me more.
The sculpture in the center of the fountain is of a man wrestling a dolphin. Nobody knows for sure, but he's probably the sea god Neptune. Back in the day, however, people thought that he looked like a North African Moor.
Let's go to the fountain. I want to go to the fountain.
There's still more to see here in the Piazza Navona.
Let's go.
But if you're ready, we'll head to the Pantheon. Welcome to the Piazza della Rotonda, right on the footsteps of the Pantheon, a 2,000-year-old Roman temple that's now a church. So, let's take a look at the main attraction of this square, the Pantheon.
Oh.
It's to your right. Too much, not that far. Commissioned by the Emperor Hadrian, it was built on top of earlier temples. The first version was made by Marcus Agrippa, a respected statesman and architect. Hadrian honored that Roman with an ancient version of a shout-out. The etching translates to, Marcus Agrippa, son of Lucius, made this building when consul for the 3rd time. That's the classy way to say Agrippa was here. The temple's dome-like structure was chosen to invoke a feeling of the heavens. It's kind of hard to visualize from out here, isn't it?
What happened? Oh, hey.
There. Now you can see what I mean. Thousands of years later, this is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. A major architectural achievement back in the day. If you look up at the ceiling, you'll see a hole that was the only source of light in the entire structure. It's called the oculus, or eye, because it was supposed to be the window to the celestial world. Gaze around and I'll tell you more about the piazza. The Pantheon is the best preserved of all the ancient Roman ruins, probably because it was the first temple to be converted to a Christian church.
Let's go. I want to go to the balloon.
There's still more to see here in the Piazza della Rotonda, but if you're ready,
Yes.
we'll head to the hot air balloon.
Okay. Oh, dear.
Welcome aboard World Explorer 2.
What?
You don't want to know what happened to World Explorer 1. It seems like people have been calling Rome the Eternal City forever. Even the ancient Romans referred to it by that name. Although the great empire fell into ruin, the city endures, and Rome's past plays a dynamic part in our modern world, like the Colosseum over there. There. That's one of the world's most iconic landmarks. It still serves as the model for nearly every sports stadium in the world. We'll head down there in a bit, but first I want to point out some of the other amazing landmarks across the city. Have a look around.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's pretty chirpy. Yeah.
There's the Piazza Navona, where we started.
Yeah.
That's where we just came from, the Pantheon. You were
where's the
standing
bullshit?
right there by the fountain.
All right. The Colosseum. Let's go.
There's still more to see here from World Explorer 2,
let's go to the
but
Colosseum.
if you're ready, we'll head to
Might as
the
well.
Colosseum. Here we are, the Colosseum. 70,000 people could sit in this place. That's more than Yankee Stadium. Most people know that they held bloody gladiator contests and animal fights here in the arena. When the gladiators fought, they wore intimidating armor and carried a variety of different weapons. Kind of like these two over here. Check these guys out. I sort of borrowed these statues from a museum so you could see what the gladiators looked like. Most gladiators were slaves. Some were cast-off babies found in Rome's garbage dump and sold to the gladiator schools, while others were captured enemy warriors. Every so often, high-born Romans, men who had lost all their fortunes gambling or fallen into disgrace, entered the arena. A lot of work went into staging these epic fights. Let's start by having you look from across the railing to the far side. That labyrinth underneath the arena was called the Hypogeum. It's kind of hard to imagine what all those crumbling ruins used to look like. Here, I'll show you. Down there were 2 levels of cells and cages filled with condemned criminals, trained gladiators, and wild animals, as well as theatrical props and scenery. 60 human-powered elevators using ropes, pulleys, and capstans brought them up through trapdoors to the arena floor. All right. Well, rather than leave this spot, let's stay right here and head back in time.
HoloTours. Let's reconvene here and see what we got going on. First of all, I'm really curious. I'm down to 73% battery, so go ahead and turn that off. And we're going to switch over to full screen me and turn off the... All right, so here we go. Yeah, what do we got going on here, kids? Let's catch up with some... So, yes, I can still see the real world. Is it immersive? I would say yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good enough. I'd like to see it be bigger, but after you're in there for a while and you start to look around, you really start to feel like you are immersed. I mean, you feel enough that was a pleasurable experience. So, yeah, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, yada, 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 yes. It is very well produced. It feels amazing. I could spend hours in HoloTour. I've actually spent over an hour in HoloTour. When we first got it, I was trying to comprehend how that first-person experience felt. The audio, no, it comes out. There's these little red doolalies. It just points the audio towards your ears. It's pretty good. It's positional. It's not too bad. It's kind of similar to what Oculus did. Yeah, and it doesn't come with earbuds, nor are there... Well, actually, there is a spot for headphones right there, if you wanted to. You put some headphones in there. But no, it's not bone conducted at all. So, of course, I'll get the Holo Band. How about that, huh? All right, well, we can do a couple things here. I'm going to stream for about a half an hour more. I have a Holo Face. We were calling it the Holo Halo. That's what we're calling that. So we've got a couple options here. We can keep going with the HoloLens, and I can play a couple more things with all this latency, or I can try to do some Rift stuff, or I could do some Vive. But I'm recording a podcast in about 45 minutes. So are there any productive apps? Well, there's Skype. There's a Holo Studio where you can actually build stuff. There's not really there's no 3D scanning either. I mean, it's not something that's built for. So you've only got a few options really. Is there Minecraft for it? No, there's no Minecraft for the HoloLens. But Yeah, look at that, man. Holy crap. That's awful. That's just... Yeah. So anyway, what do we want to do? Do we want to do more HoloLens, or should we... Because I've got, like I said, there's a couple other titles I can do. Or I could go and show you what it would look like to open up a web browser and do that kind of thing. I've watched movies and stuff, so we could do that. Minecraft is pretty good. I don't have Minecraft. I don't do a whole lot here on my machine. I do a lot of stuff at work. So if we wanted to play something on the Rift is set up. The Vive, I think I have to do a firmware update, but other than that, I'm ready to go there. Or we can do more HoloLens. It's up to you guys. So I will. I'm just going to put the HoloLens back on and see what else I've got here that we can do while I'm waiting. Switch back over to the other thing since you guys like okay, well, it looks like people want more HoloLens, and by people I mean Bob. So let's do more. Let's do more HoloLens. So I will pop out more HoloLens here. Hopefully you guys are hearing that. Looks like it. Okay. All right, let's do more HoloLens stuff. So, okay. We can go and let's go into Internet Explorer. And we'll place, I'm sorry, not Internet Explorer, but Edge, I guess. I'm going to make it as big as this wall. Okay, so now it's as big as this wall, and I can go into YouTube. Bing. Damn you, Bing. YouTube. And is it live? Or is it live 2? I forget. Ah, no, here it is. So here's my stream. This ought to be interesting because now I can see the whole shebang bang. Hopefully, let's see how long it takes to load everything. The chat. It's coming. Turn the audio off there. Voice input instead of typing.
I am who I am.
All right, so let's see. So is this size useful with the limited field of view? No, this is too big. There's no reason to be doing this. This is stupid. Actually, the little screen right now is about how big it should be. So maybe no more than a 50-inch TV standing at this range. Voice input instead of typing. Yes, I can do voice input. As a matter of fact, I can go into search here, and instead of the keyboard, I can go over here and type in mangled baby ducks. Enter. All right, let's try this again. Reverend Kyle. The audio input is pretty amazing, actually. I've yet to be disappointed with any of the audio input. I wonder if I can go full screen with this. So yeah, I can go full screen. That's pretty trippy, actually. Exit full screen. Okay, so that's, Internet Explorer or whatever. I'm surfing the internets. Bobby mentioned about getting closer to things. So there's a threshold at which it fades. And so for those of you developers out there, you'll notice that there's a near clipping and a far clipping. And I mean, the far clipping is just the how far away you can get before things disappear. But here is, the near clip. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So I almost feel like if you guys were interested in doing so, I could. Holo Academy is still up. Man, who's leaving these holograms all over the place? Son of a bitch. All right, so we'll move that there. Clarity. I don't know how to explain clarity. I mean, it's pretty damn clear. The resolution is exactly what I would expect it to be at this size. The edges are super smooth. I don't know what reading view is. Reading view. So I don't know what reading view is, but I just activated it. So, okay. Remove. Okay. What else can we do here? Let's see, we did HoloTour. I don't know what Galaxy Shield is. It's a new one I just downloaded. I haven't tried it yet. So we'll see what that one does. Made with Unity. Okay. Well, it's good to know. Oh, okay. So we've got some sort of there's no audio, so you're not missing out on anything. Looks like we've got a clip here. Okay. So what do? Rotate, tap to start wave. If this thing waves at me, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, what am I doing here? Whoa, whoa. There's a robot. I just built something. Oh, it's a turret shooter. Okay. Well, that's fun, I guess. Not really interested in that. What else can we do? Let's do... I don't know. I got nothing. Without having a whole lot of stuff to play with, it's kind of annoying. Shared holograms is a networkable thing where you can do multiple hologram or HoloLenses at the same time. Young Conquer is another game. I guess I can start that up and see if that works. I think I had trouble streaming this, so we'll see if it works or not. I'm not really sure if it'll. I want to make sure this little acorn shows up on my screen. Okay. It remembers me. So.
How about bringing you over to your world? This is Mr. Mankey. He's going to help you crack. He's more competent than he looks.
Start.
your surroundings. Look about the middle of the room and press or say start. Great. Now take a close look around your room. You check under your furniture, tables, etc. The closer the better.
This is pretty cool.
The more carefully you look around, the more accurate the scan of your room.
Have I scanned the whole room?
Something doesn't look
It doesn't want to
Just get
scan the
closer.
room. Oh,
Keep
okay.
looking.
I was going to say it doesn't want to scan the room. It's kind of funny.
And you look behind your furniture.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good scan. Okay. Where are you guys at? I think I'm done. Oh, here it is. Continue. Yeah.
The more
Bedroom.
carefully you look around, the more accurate the scan of your
Save
room.
bedroom. Okay. Where'd you go? Whoop.
Okay, on we go.
Sure.
Welcome. We've got some pretty big adventures waiting for us. Are you ready?
What's up, little dude?
Hey,
Let's go.
Would you like Special Agent Conker reporting for duty?
Let's go. Play.
Just look at me and say let's go to get this game started. Uh-huh. You got it. We need to head over to the Squirrel High Command. Ms. Metal Cabinet should have our mission briefing from the director. Miss Metal Cabinet, you look absolutely magnetic. Have you lost a few drawers?
Oh, Conker, you smooth talker, always trying to get in my drawers. I have your mission briefings from the director right... Excuse me, these damn nut allergies. Apologies, I've scattered your mission briefings all over the room. Do me a favour and pick them up for me, will you, darling?
For you, Miss Metal Cabinet, the world. Looks like we need to collect the files and bring them back to Miss Metal Cabinet.
Hello. You're currently the only one that can hear me. I'm a special agent in the
Let's
HSC
go.
already working deep cover. I will be your eyes and ears on the inside, funneling you information to help you and Special Agent Conker get through this assignment alive. Before you start each mission, if you look around the room, I'll provide you the intel we've got on the objective. Go ahead, give it a try, and look at any holographic object.
Just say let's go to begin.
Is there a bathroom around here?
Let's collect the mission briefings from Miss Metal Cabinet. Good. What season is this? Because it feels like pain. Timber!
What was that sound? Did you guys hear that? I am not the folder you're looking at. Look, see it!
Well, this game is novel, I guess.
I'm like fighter squirrel. No. Stay cool. We make a good team, like biscuit and mustard.
Mission complete!
Oh, my hero. Thank you for retrieving my files, Conker. So dashing in your suit. Your mission is to track down Professor von Cripplesback. Our inside operatives have reason to believe he's obtained a missile from the black market, and he's planning on taking down a small country. You must stop him at any cost.
Why doesn't anyone blow up the black market?
Number one,
Where exactly is it? No matter. We need to stop that missile. Time for us to save the world. Thank you for not killing me.
Okay, so, yeah. All right, well, let's see here. So let's see. So text readability, fantastic, even at a distance. Let's see. Can you export your environment as a mesh? Yes, you can. I guess the scanning is something that's in the HoloLens SDK. Actually, the scanning is done by a separate GPU called the HPU. The spatial mapping and the room mapping is done nonstop, and that scanning that's occurring, these little things that are blinking here on either side, that scanning is occurring, and it's not eating up CPU or GPU. That's something that's completely independent, and then that information is passed to Unity through the SDK. So that's good. That's a good question. Tango, whatever, 3D scan stuff more easily. Yeah, so we've talked a lot about that with the Microsoft people. If we could scan a room a lot more accurately, would we be able to do spatial mapping better and easier and all that nonsense? And the answer to that is yes. It's just a matter of learning how to do that, which I'm sure a lot of really smart people are going to end up learning how to do all of that. Let's see, VR, AR. You see more streamers, full rooms than ever before. Right, I know, right? I mean, the whole room. You can see my whole room, and as you can tell, I've gone to great lengths to make this a very uber nerdy, super geeky VR AR dungeon. So I appreciate the making that statement. Let's see. Gaze aim felt pretty old since I got my hands on motion controllers. So I'm sure that that's just one method of input, and it's just the one that this game happens to use. The kids do like the games. The kids have been playing Robo Raid mostly, and the Young Conquer is a good game for them as well. They were just having a lot of fun just playing around with putting stuff on walls and attaching holograms to the floor and all of that, and watching the ballerina move around. So, there's a lot of options there. Let's see here. How does it know which room you're in today? GPS. So, actually, no. Because of the fact that it scanned the room and recognized that this was not a scanned room they had done previously, I think somebody told me once that it has the ability to track about 7,500 square foot of room-age. So if you're like this room, I have no idea how big this room is, but this is a room that it scanned and it went, wait a minute, I don't recognize this room. What should I call this? And so I saved this scan. You can connect controllers. You can do like little clicker things, or you can do a Bluetooth Bluetooth controller or a Bluetooth keyboard. We've done Bluetooth keyboards and mice. So yeah, you can definitely connect things such as that. I'm not going to go digging into a whole bunch of other things because I'm going to have to stop the stream here soon. to go record a podcast, and then I very well may come back and stream more. I don't know. I guess it just depends on whether or not I decide to eat dinner. So I'm just going to kind of leave it up to you guys to ask additional questions. For all the time that I have spent here recording off of the HoloLens and streaming off of it, my battery is down to 60%. And so, just take that as a piece of information that may or may not help you decide whether you want to develop for this. It's really interesting, entire concept mapping and geospatial. Yeah, I thought I understood what it was doing, and then I thought, maybe there's more to it, and went back and forth. And no, it's literally mapping the room. I don't know how many of you guys saw this earlier. I can show it again. Let me change scenes here. Let me go back to this window. So if I go to 3D view, you can actually see, and it's really laggy because I'm doing streaming. So if I hadn't been streaming right now, it would be a lot better. And then I can do a surface reconstruction. Let me do an update to it, and it'll actually show me my room, my scanned room. And so this is my room and what it sees. So you can see that black wall there and the door, the posters. You can see how there's reflectiveness on the posters, and so you're getting this weird kind of hole because of the reflection. And then there's me. So if I get up and walk around in the room, it knows where I am. So this is all being done by a separate processor, which makes things really cool. So scanning a mirror sucks. It doesn't work. As a matter of fact, you can't do it. It'll actually try to see it's a mirror. It reflects stuff. So it's going to see stuff behind it, and it's going to give this weird, goofy, like sub-wall type of thing. Let's see here. Scanning a mirror, yeah. I don't know. Thank you, though. Thanks for watching this stream. I want to do more streams. Now that I've got my VR dungeon completely set up the way I want, I've got all the hardware here, I'm going to do some more streams. And so that's something that you can expect more from. If you have requests, feel free to send them my way, either via, Twitter or Facebook or email. If you want to tweet me, it's Reverend KJR. Or you can send messages here. Facebook, same thing, Reverend KJR. Or you can email me, reverendkjr@gmail.com. Find me, I'm out there somewhere, and we'll see what kind of input I get, and then that'll force my streams to be one thing or another. I mean, obviously this one was all HoloLens because that's what everybody wanted to see, and I'm here to appease the audience. So HoloLens today, and maybe later this week or next weekend or something, I can do more. We'll do more Rift and Vive. It's just a matter of what everybody wants to see. So with all that being said, unless there was additional questions, looks good. Okay, so I'll let everybody kind of catch up here, and I guess thanks for watching, and we'll see you during the next stream.